My name is Delcie and I run this bakery for about 5 years. My bakery's name is called Delcie's Desserts and Cakes. It runs after my name because this name is given to me by my mom. So it actually meant sweet in Spanish. Yeah, so it makes it all related to the bakery. But of course, the things that we sell here is not the traditional kind of cakes. It's all egg-free, it's dairy-free. It's also suitable for diabetic people and people with multiple allergies. Before baking, I was actually having a very successful and happy job, in advertising. I was art director and I really loved every single bit of it. But unfortunately, I couldn't continue that job because it was too long hours. There was a lot of pitching for new jobs and I was too tired. My mind wasn't at rest, at any moment. Even when I'm sleeping, I'm dreaming about advertising. So I can feel that my body is failing and I was having too much headaches and my body is like, sort of like giving up, I was falling sick once every week. That's where I make the decision that I think I should leave and take a short break and return back to the advertising line. But of course that didn't happen. The whole story of baking started, during my break. When I first started up, it wasn't this, whole healthier choice kind of bakery. I started with the traditional kind of cakes. The starting momentum was very tough. Yeah, and I wasn't, baking out of my own bakery. I was actually co-sharing with a bubble tea shop owner. Unfortunately, my mom sort of like fall sick during that period of time. So she was contacted with, stage 4 stomach cancer. And she was really at her, her dying stage. And that's where I have to visit her very often in the hospital. And I have to make a decision to sort of like close the shop, even though I'm paying rental, to sort of like, be with her. Yeah, so that was the toughest moment. But after that, I think I drew inspiration from her death that, because of her unhealthy diet, over the past many years during her youth days, that's where she started developing health problems, and I don't want to be like her when I grow older. Growing up with her, she has always been my listening ear and always very supportive in what I want to do. Moving forward, when I quit my job, she was actually very disappointed because she told me that I paid so much money to send you to school and hoping that you can have a very carefree life just working and getting money at the end of the month, and there you go wanting to spend all your entire savings in a business that you don't even know whether you work or not. So she's afraid that I will have this the Chinese call 3分钟热度, just a temporary heat moment, right? That you just want to do this and then after that you just want to forget about it. So she agreed and she said that, okay, but I will not support you financially because you have to learn to grow on your own. And that's where I stubbornly agreed and I said that yes, I will only use my own saving and I will never ask a single cent from you. All I'm asking is your support, that's all. So she said, yeah, we'll see. And after 3 months, if you still don't get anything started, you should go back to work. Yeah, so that was the sort of challenge that she gave to me.
When I first saw her at the bubble tea shop, it gave me an impression how this person is going to improve, because she was running it alone and it's a very small shop. And in fact, when I visited her a few times, I noticed there were few customers. I was wondering whether she will be successful in this area.
It wasn't too long before she passed away, so I didn't really had a chance to prove to her that I could actually make it in this career, setting up this business. But it was only until a few months later that's where it hits me that, oh no, my mom is no longer here. Why am I doing this? Because when I first started, it was to challenge her, right? So she wasn't there to see my success anymore. So even if I'm successful, she can't feel it. So I was really at the verge of closing because I didn't see any profit out from the business. I think it was very hard. So I decided that I want to really, just shut down the business. But my husband was the sort of like the anchor. So he kept me going on. He said that no, you shouldn't give up. Because of that, I decided to sort of pay tribute to her by doing healthy food so that I could continue to inspire people to remain healthy and stay healthy and live a healthier lifestyle. My husband has been also a very big inspiration in this business because he plays a very supportive role and he's not involved in the business at all. But he will always give me ideas, and whenever I have problems or issues, I will just bounce off ideas with him. And last but not least, of course, is his father, my father-in-law, because he's the so-called the healthy person in that family, and he's very old right now. He's like 70 over years old. So he has a certain condition like diabetes, heart problems. He had heart bypass a few years ago. He always sent me a lot of emails, health-related emails. His email would always be educating because he will receive a lot of emails from his friends.
Well, I do used to get a lot of good emails, and it's related to food, which talks about the goodness of, for example, the curry leaf, about tea, about lemons.
So there was this one time he sent me an email. It's about lemons. And because like usually for us, right, when we juice the lemons, right, we'll throw away the skin, the outer layer, and we won't use it anymore. So he sort of teaches us like how not to waste the lemon. You should freeze the entire lemon inside, the freezer before juicing it, and then after that you can scrape off the entire skin on the outer layer, because that's where the high vitamin C comes from, not from the juice. So I'm actually very glad that he shared this with me, because I could use this in my bakery, because I used to actually throw them away. When I first started comparing to now, 5 years later, the bakery has grown and evolved a lot. I'm also starting my franchise in Indonesia and another new outlet coming soon in the city. So I would say that coming from a one-man show and then growing into a staff strength of like 5, I think it's very heartwarming for me, because I'm forming a family here at work as well, and we have a lot of customers who keep coming back to buy our cakes and pastries, because they know that it's not because they have certain form of dietary requirements, it's because they know that what they're eating and what they're paying are good stuff. I'm trying to encourage people to stay a healthy lifestyle and to remain healthy. So and cakes is something that people always thought that it must be simple and to taste good. So, but we are changing that perception to tell people that cakes can equally be healthy and taste good at the same time. You don't have to compromise on your body.
The cakes are tasty, and I should say it's less sugar. I like the cakes, I have no complaints about it. I am very proud of Delcie as my daughter-in-law. She is a very self-motivated person. Since knowing her for the past 5 years and seeing her first shop at bubble tea, I realized that she has improved a lot compared to what she was. And she never showed signs of stress or breakdown. She always kept a smiling face, and she's doing well now, and I think she'll do better.
If my mom is here today, I think she would pat me on my back and say, "Good job, well done. You're doing a very good thing."